Hey everybody, Don here again. Well, it is the end of October. I think it's the last Sunday of October. And as you saw, when I left the house, it was 33 degrees. I drove up here, I'm on the Connecticut River, and I'm happy to say that the temperature cracked 40. But it isn't gonna get much warmer than that. I don't think we're supposed to see 50 today. And man, got a nice overcast day, although I'll probably be wishing for some sun later on. And I'm headed downriver and I am gonna chase some smallmouth. I'm gonna start off throwing the easy shiner. I'm probably gonna switch over to a hellgrammite pretty quickly. I've also got a jig and craw. I have that lipless crankbait in my perch pattern that just slayed them the first time I was in here. And I got something a little different for later on. Let's hit some of this timber. I think it was in my last video, or maybe the one before, where I mentioned that I really didn't need anything more than the Garmin Striker 4 for the way I fish. But funny enough, after 8 years, that thing finally died. I thought maybe it was the battery was weak, and I charged the battery. I actually charged 2 different batteries, and it won't come on. I thought maybe it was the wiring in the kayak, so I wired it direct with the ice fishing unit, and it just wouldn't work, wouldn't come on. So probably next year I will be not only fishing from a new kayak and hopefully motorized, but I'll probably have a new fish finder. I might just stick with that Garmin. I really like it. We're going to hit some timber on the way down. We're going to hit some spots that I know are deeper. I can't tell because I don't have a fish finder. Hopefully we'll get the smallies to bite. I haven't been fishing in over a week. Just have stuff going on. Or the weather has not been conducive, but this cold don't bother me. We are supposed to get some wind. Hopefully it won't be too much. It would be nice if it was blowing up the river. Kind of blew right past this spot up here. Let's throw the lipless. There's that sun. I normally think of this as dead water. It's just a sandy bottom, but it drops off. And I realize that my first trip to the Connecticut this year, that fishing on the other bank, fishing a drop off, and man, the fish, I think there was 5 or 6 smallmouth just cruising right along the edge of it. So I'll give it a try on the way down. Might as well fish our way down. The jig and craw. Work that down that drop. I got him. Oh, finally. Stay on there, big guy, whatever you are. That feels pretty good. Oh, yeah, feels pretty good. Making a run. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth on the jig and craw. Whoo-wee, finally. Man, it's a long time coming. Hey, settle down, settle down. Take that hook out of you. It was barely hooked. Look at that. What a pretty fish. Hello there, little fella. Probably 13 inches or so, but man, I'm happy to catch one. All right. Whew, finally. All right, there you go. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Oh man. Actually, this jig is almost all black. And then I've got that Guggen crackling craw that's got some, I don't know, turquoise. I don't know, it's a dark, almost purple. So, not the typical black and blue, but I got it done. Got him. Oh, look at this. What do I got? I got a Rapala is what I got. Or something. Huh. I got somebody's... Boy, too bad that wasn't a, a little perch lipless. All right. I just caught me a nice lure. Whoops. Get that out from under there. Somebody got caught in that tree over there. Ouch. Been there a while. The hooks are a little rusty. See if I can get some of that out of the water. It's an interesting piece of water coming up. Get this drainage in here, but I can see it gets shallow, and then there's a point out there. Then it cuts in, and on that outside bend, that's some good-looking timber. You can tell there's a little bit of live grass in here too. That grass, some of it's alive, most of it's dead now. Wind is starting to pick up, and wouldn't you know, it's changed directions. It's coming down the river now, blowing right up my back, which means it'll be in my face when I head back. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was a big pike. Holy crap. That was a big northern pike. Probably got my thing all kind of bent out of shape. I threw it right back in there. Good golly. I don't know if you could see that on the camera or not. I mean, I bet that was all 30 inches. What it looked like anyhow. I can see he's right in some of these dying weeds. Oh man. All right, I got to investigate that. I do believe that's the bank beaver's den. There's a pile of brush there, and there's another hole right behind it, but I got to check it out. I mean, there's a lot of beaver chewed brush right there. That's got to be what that is. I mean, you can see all this stuff is beaver chewed. Pretty cool. Don't really see much in the way of tracks or a slide or anything, but what do you guys think? Is that a bank beaver's den? When you see all this brush here that's been chewed up. Oh man, I got a nice fish here. Ah. Smallmouth number 2. Smaller than the first one, but hey, right there by that, what I assume is a bank beaver's den. I can never remember if I have the camera on or off. This is a much nicer bass. Yeah, that's like a 2-pounder maybe. Whew. I had the camera on and I turned it off inadvertently. I seem to do that a lot. Uh-oh. Come on. Well, he's not a 2-pounder, but a pounder. Man. All right, well, heading up this deep drop off, throwing the easy shiner, starting to get it done. I put a new trailer on the jig, new craw. It's another Guggen crackling craw, but this one is green pumpkin with red. So maybe that and the black will do a little better. We'll see. Got him. Oh man. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh man. That's a nice one. Largemouth. He slammed that jig and craw. That's probably the big fish of the day. Right there. Pretty fish on the jig and craw. Thank you for playing. Oh man. He slammed that thing. I was fishing it just on the outside of those weeds. All right, let's see. Get out of here. I don't catch many largemouth in this river. So that was not really unexpected, but yeah, kind of unexpected. That is definitely rain. I don't know if it's gonna hit me or miss me. Definitely one of those passing showers. I'm hoping it misses me. Picking up again. I got rain right in front of me coming this way. I do not want to call it quits. Time is it? 2:30. I've been out here since about 9:45. So 10 to 4.5 hours or so. The action has not been great, but I'm not going to complain when I can catch 3 or 4 bass on what is getting close to being the end of the season. Here comes the rain. has stopped here. I can see over there it's still raining pretty hard. I'm also on the lee side of this bend, so the wind has also died down a little bit. And we're gonna fish a little bit more. Probably got half a mile to go to get back to the launch. I'd like to catch 2 more bass. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a day. 4 bass. Lost another one. Saw a monster, either it was a giant pickerel or pretty good size northern pike. Grabbed my easy shiner, and when I set the hook, he turned off and I pulled it out of his mouth. But nice day. I mean, despite the weather little snafu and the temperatures and the wind and all that, I'm still just happy to be out here. Still getting after it. End of October. This is definitely the last trip on the Connecticut. I'm hoping it's not my last trip of the season, but if it is, it was another good one. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. Peace.